Have you ever wondered what would happen if an ordinary evening turned out to be the last time you saw your loved one? Imagine this: a father, a grandfather, 71 years old, full of life, showing no signs of serious illness. He had just spent the day laughing with his family, enjoying dinner with his loved ones, and went to bed like any other day. But the next morning, he never woke up. The family was shocked, heartbroken, and couldn't understand what had happened. He seemed perfectly healthy. No one thought that small, seemingly harmless bedtime habits, things we often overlook, could lead to such a tragic outcome. The truth is, after the age of 70, our bodies change in ways we don't always notice. Bedtime habits that once seemed harmless can silently increase the risk of strokes, heart attacks, and even sudden death. But the scariest part, most people have no idea they're making these mistakes. In today's video, I'll share with you 4 bedtime habits you need to avoid if you want to protect your health and extend your life. These aren't just tips. They're small changes that could save your life or the life of someone you love. Stay with me until the end of the video, because the last habit is something most people unknowingly do every single night, and it could be putting them in serious danger. Let's begin this journey together, so you can not only sleep better, but wake up every morning with a healthier body and a safer heart. Welcome to Thomson Blake. Before we begin, I'm really curious to know where in the world you are watching from. Leave a comment below. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm always ready to answer. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to update the most useful health tips right away. With Thomson Blake, taking care of your health has never been easier. Imagine this. It's a quiet evening in the suburbs. Mr. John, a 72-year-old retired teacher, sits down at the dinner table with his family. The aroma of his favorite spaghetti carbonara fills the room. It's a hearty meal, rich and satisfying, and he enjoys every bite. After dinner, he relaxes in his recliner, watches a bit of TV, and heads to bed feeling content. But in the middle of the night, he wakes up with a burning sensation in his chest, gasping for air. His heart races, and he struggles to find relief. What Mr. John doesn't realize is that his late-night eating habit is silently putting his health at risk. As we age, our bodies no longer process food the way they used to. The metabolism slows down, the digestive system becomes less efficient, and the body takes longer to break down heavy meals. Eating a large dinner or a late-night snack might seem harmless, but for those over 70, it can lead to a cascade of health issues. When you eat a heavy meal close to bedtime, your body shifts its focus from deep, restorative sleep to digestion. Your stomach produces more acid, your intestines work overtime, and your heart rate stays elevated when it should be slowing down. This not only disrupts your sleep, but also increases the risk of serious complications like acid reflux, high blood pressure, and even heart attacks or strokes during the night. Take Mrs. Linda, for example, a 74-year-old grandmother who loved her late-night snacks. She often indulged in greasy burgers or a slice of pizza before bed, thinking it was a harmless treat. But over time, she began waking up in the middle of the night with severe heartburn and a choking sensation. Her doctor later diagnosed her with chronic acid reflux, which had weakened her esophagus and increased her risk of aspiration pneumonia, a potentially deadly lung infection. Even more alarming, eating late at night can cause spikes in blood sugar levels, especially for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Studies show that seniors who frequently eat late meals are at a higher risk of developing metabolic disorders, which can lead to heart disease. So, what can you do to protect yourself? The solution is simple but powerful. Finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest properly before you lie down. If you feel hungry before bed, opt for something light and easy to digest, like a handful of almonds, a small piece of fruit, or a cup of warm herbal tea. By making this small adjustment, you can significantly lower your risk of nighttime health issues, improve your sleep quality, and give your body the rest it truly needs. Remember, your body works differently now than it did decades ago. A simple change in your eating schedule could be the key to waking up feeling stronger, healthier, and more refreshed every morning. Don't let a seemingly harmless habit rob you of your health. Take control of your nighttime routine today, because a good night's sleep starts with the choices you make before you close your eyes. It's a peaceful night in the quiet town of Springfield. Mrs. Mary, a 75-year-old retired librarian, sits in her cozy living room, sipping on a large glass of water as she reads her favorite mystery novel. Staying hydrated has always been important to her, and she's proud of her habit of drinking plenty of water throughout the day. But tonight, like so many other nights, she finishes her glass just before heading to bed. Hours later, in the dead of night, Mary wakes up abruptly. Her bladder is full, and she feels an urgent need to get to the bathroom. As she swings her legs over the side of the bed and stands up, a wave of dizziness washes over her. Her vision blurs, and before she can steady herself, she stumbles and falls. This scenario is more common than you might think. For seniors over 70, drinking too much liquid before bed can lead to more than just disrupted sleep. It can result in dangerous falls, heart strain, and even long-term cognitive decline. As we age, our bodies change in ways that make nighttime hydration a potential hazard. The bladder becomes less efficient at holding urine, the muscles weaken, and the kidneys continue filtering fluids even while we sleep. This means that even a seemingly small amount of liquid consumed in the evening can lead to frequent trips to the bathroom during the night. But the danger doesn't stop there. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, groggy and disoriented, and trying to get out of bed quickly. Your blood pressure hasn't had time to adjust, leading to a sudden drop known as postural hypotension. This can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, and even fainting, a common cause of nighttime falls among seniors. Take Mr. Robert, for example, a 78-year-old retired engineer. He had always been diligent about drinking water, believing it was the key to staying healthy. But his habit of drinking a large glass of water before bed led to frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. One night, as he rushed to the bathroom in the dark, he tripped over a rug and fractured his hip. The fall not only caused him immense pain, but also led to a long and difficult recovery. Beyond the risk of falls, frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, can severely disrupt your sleep cycle. Each time you wake up and turn on the light, your brain gets tricked into thinking it's morning. This disrupts the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for deep, restorative sleep. Over time, poor sleep quality can weaken your immune system, raise your blood pressure, and even accelerate cognitive decline. Studies have shown that seniors who frequently wake up at night are at a higher risk of developing dementia and other memory-related conditions. The connection between sleep disruption and brain health is undeniable, and it all starts with something as simple as drinking too much water before bed. So, what's the solution? Hydration is still important, but timing is everything. Drink the majority of your fluids earlier in the day and gradually taper off by late afternoon. If you feel thirsty in the evening, take small sips rather than drinking a full glass all at once. Be mindful of hidden sources of liquid in your diet too. Soups, fruits with high water content, and even some medications can contribute to fluid retention and increase your likelihood of waking up at night. And if you're a fan of caffeinated beverages like coffee or tea, remember that caffeine acts as a diuretic, increasing urine production and making the problem even worse. By making these small but intentional adjustments, you can dramatically improve your sleep quality, reduce your risk of nighttime falls, and support your overall health in the long run. Don't let a simple glass of water rob you of a good night's sleep or put your safety at risk. Take control of your hydration habits today, because a restful, uninterrupted night is one of the greatest gifts you can give your body. It's a chilly winter evening in Boston. Mr. Frank, a 74-year-old retired accountant, is getting ready for bed. He adjusts the thermostat in his bedroom to a cozy 75 degrees, pulls out his thickest blanket, and settles in for what he hopes will be a restful night. He's always believed that staying warm and snug is the key to a good night's sleep. But as the hours pass, Frank tosses and turns, waking up drenched in sweat, his heart racing. What Frank doesn't realize is that his warm sleeping environment is silently putting his health at risk. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. The ability to sweat and release heat declines, making it easier for body temperature to rise too high, especially during sleep. While a warm room might feel comforting at first, it can lead to overheating, dehydration, and even strain on the heart. When your body overheats at night, your heart has to work harder to cool you down. This puts unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system, which can be especially dangerous for seniors with heart conditions, high blood pressure, or circulation issues. Take Mrs. Linda, for example, a 76-year-old retired school teacher. She loved keeping her bedroom warm and cozy, especially during the colder months. But night after night, she found herself waking up feeling restless, sweaty, and slightly out of breath. Over time, her doctor noticed her blood pressure was creeping higher, and she was at greater risk of heart complications. What Linda didn't know was that her warm sleeping environment was contributing to her health problems. Studies show that sleeping in a warm room can also lead to mild dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. Dehydration causes your blood to become thicker, increasing the risk of blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes, particularly in older adults. And it's not just your heart that suffers. A warm room disrupts your body's natural sleep cycle. For deep, restorative sleep, your body needs to lower its core temperature. But when your room is too warm, this process is interrupted, preventing you from reaching the deeper stages of sleep that are essential for memory consolidation, immune system function, and overall health. Imagine this. Frank, the retired accountant, wakes up every morning feeling groggy and fatigued despite spending 8 hours in bed. He blames it on aging, not realizing that his warm bedroom is robbing him of the deep sleep his body desperately needs. So, what's the solution? The ideal sleeping temperature for most people is between 60 degrees and 67 degrees. While this might feel a bit cool at first, it's the perfect range to help your body naturally lower its core temperature and promote better sleep. If 60 degrees feels too cold, try layering with breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy synthetic ones, which can trap heat. Wear light, moisture-wicking sleepwear to help regulate your body temperature throughout the night. You can also use a small fan or crack open a window to keep the air circulating. Not only does this help with cooling, but it also improves air quality, reducing the risk of respiratory issues that can disturb your sleep. By making this simple adjustment to your sleeping environment, you can reduce your risk of cardiovascular strain, promote deeper sleep, and wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Don't let a warm room silently sabotage your health. Take control of your sleep environment today, because a cooler room could be the key to a longer, healthier life. It's a quiet night in Chicago. Mr. Robert, a 76-year-old retired firefighter, lies down in his bed, exhausted after a long day spent with his grandchildren. Like every night, he stretches out on his back, thinking it's the most comfortable position for a good night's sleep. But as the hours pass, his wife notices something alarming. Robert's breathing becomes irregular. At times, it stops completely for a few seconds before he gasps for air, startling her awake. What Robert doesn't realize is that his sleeping position is silently putting his health and his life at risk. As we age, our bodies undergo changes that make the way we sleep more important than ever. Muscle tone weakens, lung function declines, and circulation becomes less efficient. Sleeping in the wrong position can restrict airflow, reduce oxygen levels, and put unnecessary pressure on key blood vessels, leading to serious health complications over time. Take sleeping on your back, for example. While it might seem like a comfortable choice, it's one of the riskiest positions for seniors. When you lie flat on your back, gravity causes your tongue and soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. For Robert, this was exactly what was happening. Night after night, his wife noticed his breathing interruptions, but he brushed it off as just snoring. Over time, however, he began waking up feeling exhausted, with headaches and trouble concentrating during the day. What he didn't know was that his sleep apnea was putting a dangerous strain on his heart, increasing his risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Even if you don't have sleep apnea, sleeping in the wrong position can still have serious consequences. For instance, sleeping on your right side can put extra pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to circulate efficiently. This is particularly concerning for seniors with heart conditions, as it can lead to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, contributing to congestive heart failure over time. Consider Mrs. Linda, a 73-year-old retired nurse. She had always slept on her right side, thinking it was harmless. But over the years, she began experiencing swelling in her legs and shortness of breath. Her doctor later explained that her sleeping position was exacerbating her heart condition, making it harder for her body to function properly during the night. So, what's the best sleeping position after 70? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. This position helps improve circulation, allows the heart to pump more efficiently, and even aids digestion. For those prone to acid reflux or heartburn, sleeping on the left side can prevent stomach acid from creeping up into the throat, reducing discomfort and improving sleep quality. If you struggle to stay on your side during the night, there are simple solutions. Try using a body pillow to keep yourself from rolling onto your back. Elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can also help keep your airways open and reduce the risk of breathing disruptions. And if you experience joint pain or stiffness, placing a pillow between your knees can help maintain spinal alignment and reduce pressure on your lower back. By making this small but impactful adjustment to your sleeping position, you can reduce the risk of nighttime health complications, improve your breathing and circulation, and wake up feeling more refreshed and energized. Don't let something as simple as the way you sleep silently harm your health. Take control of your sleeping habits today, because the right position could be the key to a longer, healthier life. These stories are a wake-up call for all of us. The habits we form before going to bed can profoundly impact our health and longevity, especially as we age. So, here's my challenge to you. Take a moment tonight to reflect on your own bedtime routine. Are you eating too late? Drinking too much water? Sleeping in a warm room or in the wrong position? Even one small change can make a big difference. Maybe you'll move your last meal earlier, lower the temperature, or try sleeping on your left side. Whatever it is, take that first step toward better sleep and better health. Because the truth is, a good night's sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about taking care of your body to keep you healthy and strong for years to come. Don't wait for a tragedy to make these changes. Start tonight and wake up tomorrow with the peace of mind that you're doing everything you can to protect yourself and your loved ones. Your health is in your hands, and it all starts with the choices you make before you close your eyes. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think, what questions you have, or what topics you would like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health tips. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.